Namaskaram. A warm welcome to the Swayambhu Telugu language learning series. I am Dupukuntla Ramesh Bhushan and I am honored to serve as your instructor for this course and presenter for this lesson. I have meticulously designed this module to be as intuitive as it is practical. I am absolutely thrilled to continue our journey together as we dive deeper into the vibrant and dynamic world of the Telugu language. Today's module on locative case marker. Whenever we want to indicate the spatial orientation of an action where something is located or where an action happens, we use a grammatical concept called the locative case. In English, this corresponds to prepositions like in, at, or, on. We are going to deep dive into the locative case. Let us start by examining the primary pillars of the locative case markers used in both classical and modern Telugu. Primary locative case markers in Telugu. To describe where something is or when something happens, we rely on specific markers. To speak Telugu fluently, you must be able to anchor your sentences in a specific place or time. There are two primary markers you must master. First, we have lo. This is the universal locative suffix. It indicates in or inside and is used in almost all modern contexts. For example, pettelo, in the box. Second marker is na. This is a classical marker for on or at. In formal prose, you will often find it used with days or directions. Example, aro tarikuna, on the 6th. Pakkana, on the side of. By mastering these markers allows for complete command over Telugu spatial expressions. Let us start by examining the primary marker lo of the locative case in modern Telugu in a detailed way. The locative case marker lo. Now we introduce the most fundamental locative case suffix in Telugu, lo, which means in or inside. This is the heart of the locative case. Its primary function is to express containment or being inside something. Let us look at basic examples. Kalam pettalo undi. The pen is in the box. Notice how the suffix attaches directly to the noun. How the word pette, the box, takes the suffix lo. In Telugu, the location always comes first, followed by the marker. It also applies to commands. Nuvu a kurchilo kurcho. Sit in that chair. Here, kurchi becomes kurchilo. This suffix is incredibly versatile. It is also important to understand how the verb to be works here. We use undi for it is. Example, pustakam intlo undi, pustakam intilo undi. The book is in the house. Chepa neellalo ఈదుతోంది, చేప నీటిలో ఈదుతోంది. The fish is swimming in the water. If the person is not there, we use the negative లేడు. Example, ఆయన ఊళ్ళో లేడు. He is not in the town. By choosing the right marker, you signal not just the location, but also the formality and context of your statement. Now that we have established our primary marker, let us see how they interact with verbs of existence to form complete thoughts. Existence verbs and spatial orientation means locative case with verbs to be and not to be. A locative noun usually requires a verb of existence to complete a sentence. In Telugu, these verbs must agree with the subject's gender, number, and status of respect, that is PNG. This section explores the interplay between where someone is and who that someone is. Knowing the marker is only half the equation. We must also pair it with verbs of existence to be positive and not to be negative. In Telugu, the verb changes depending on the gender, respect, and plurality of the subject. Watch how the base noun changes before taking the suffix. The word illu means house. Its oblique base is inti. So, in the house becomes intlo. For the masculine singular he, example, వాడు ఇంట్లో ఉన్నాడు. He is in the house. Another example, ఆయన ఇంట్లో ఉన్నారు. He is in the house. Here, in this sentence, he used as polite form. Other examples, for the feminine and neuter singular, she or it. ఆమె గదిలో ఉన్నది. అది గదిలో ఉంది. షీ ఈజ్ ఇన్ ద రూమ్. ఆవిడ గదిలో లేదు. షీ ఈజ్ నాట్ ఇన్ ద రూమ్. హియర్ షీ యూజ్డ్ యాజ్ పొలైట్ ఫామ్. డబ్బు పెట్టెలో ఉన్నది. డబ్బు పెట్టెలో ఉంది. ద మనీ ఈజ్ ఇన్ ది బాక్స్. డబ్బు పెట్టెలో లేదు. ద మనీ ఈజ్ నాట్ ఇన్ ద బాక్స్. Another category, for plural or highly polite forms, they, you, he are used as polite forms. ఆయన ఆసుపత్రిలో లేరు. He is not in the hospital. వారు ఆఫీసులో ఉన్నారు. They are in the office. వాళ్ళు ఆఫీసులో లేరు. They are not in the office. And for non-human plurals, they means objects or animals. పుస్తకాలు అంగడిలో ఉన్నాయి. The books are in the shop. పుస్తకాలు అంగడిలో లేవు. The books are not in the shop. In the above examples, we have used affirmative and negative sentences for the better understanding of the concept. By observing these examples, you can see that the locative case remains stable while the verb acts as a mirror to the subject's identity. This exercise solidifies the morphological rule that a noun often transitions to its oblique base before accepting a case suffix, a foundational principle. While containment is crucial, real-world spaces require more specific orientation. Let us explore how to describe objects positioned around each other. Post positions as locative markers. Example, మీద, పై, కింద, దగ్గర, పక్కన, లోపల, బయట, బయట. Moving on from the suffix lo, we often need to express more precise spatial relationships. For this, Telugu uses post positions words that function exactly like case markers but stand independently after the noun. Sometimes simply saying in is not precise enough. We use essential post positions that sit directly after the noun to define exact locations. Let us examine the core post positions. మీద, on or upon. కలం బల్ల మీద ఉంది. The pen is on the table. పుస్తకం బల్లపై ఉంది. The book is on the table. Observe, పై, పైన is another post position similar to మీద. Another example, కింద, under, beneath or below. పెట్టె బల్ల కింద ఉంది. The box is beneath the table. దగ్గర, at or near. కుక్క బల్ల దగ్గర ఉంది. The dog is at the table. పక్కన, బై ద సైడ్ ఆఫ్, పిల్లి గోడ పక్కన ఉంది. ద క్యాట్ ఈజ్ బై ద సైడ్ ఆఫ్ ది వాల్. నువ్వు రవి పక్కన కూర్చో. యు సిట్ బై ది సైడ్ ఆఫ్ రవి. We also have words defining boundaries. Example, lopala meaning inside and bayata meaning outside. Example sentences, మీ తమ్ముడు లోపల ఏం చేస్తున్నాడు? వాట్ ఈజ్ యువర్ బ్రదర్ డూయింగ్ ఇన్సైడ్? బయట ఎవరో తలుపు కొడుతున్నారు. సమ్వన్ ఈజ్ నాకింగ్ ద డోర్ అవుట్సైడ్. The semantic clarity provided by these postpositions allows learners to construct detailed spatial narratives. Moving beyond basic existence into complex environmental descriptions, note that the noun before these markers remains in its nominative or base form. Now, we have mapped static, still locations, but what happens when objects begin to move? Let us transition to directional movement. Directional movement and ablative combinations. Now, let us connect location with movement. When we combine locative postpositions with the ablative case suffix ninchi or nunchi meaning from, or the dative case suffix ki or ku meaning to, the postposition changes into its oblique base. Watch how endings change from a to e. Mida becomes meedi, kinda becomes kindi, daggara becomes daggari, lopala becomes lopali, bayata becomes bayati, bayata becomes bayati. We often need to describe movement from a specific location. To do this, we combine our locative words with ninchi or nunchi meaning from. Notice how Mida becomes Meedi and Daggara becomes Daggari. Let's see these in dynamic action. Chettu Meedi nunchi, from the tree means the upper part of. Chettu kindi nunchi, from the tree, from the below part. Chettu daggara nunchi, from the tree, from the near part of the tree. We can even show movement between two locations in a single sentence. For movement between 2 points, observe these examples. కోతి ఈ చెట్టు మీది నుంచి ఆ చెట్టు మీదికి దూకుతోంది. The monkey is jumping from this tree to that tree. Another example, రవి ఈ గోడ దగ్గరి నుంచి ఆ గోడ దగ్గరికి వెళ్తున్నాడు. Ravi is going from this wall to that wall. This E ending is the bridge that allows one case to transition into another. Without it, the sentence would lack directional flow. The shift from Meeda becomes Meedi allows the noun phrase to accept further case suffixes, a process known as declension in layers. This morphological bridge, the oblique E, is essential for smooth syntax. Without it, the flow of movement from a source to a destination is grammatically broken. Having mastered physical spaces and movement, it is time to expand our understanding of the locative case into the abstract sphere of time and value. Abstract locatives, that is, time, price, spaces, and phonology. As we reach advanced usage, you will discover that the locative case is not restricted to physical space. It handles time, mathematics, and abstract concepts. Firstly, subsets and abstract interests within a set. Example, మీలో ఎంతమంది తెలుగు వాళ్ళు? How many of you are Telugu people? Here మీలో means among you. తెలుగు పత్రికల్లో గోల్కొండ పత్రిక పాతది. గోల్కొండ పేపర్ is the oldest among the Telugu newspapers. Second concept, abstract proficiency. When expressing interest or proficiency in a subject, we use the locative. Example, అతనికి భాషాశాస్త్రంలో అభిలాష ఉంది. He has an interest in linguistic science. Another category, third one, location in a span of time. 2014లో తెలంగాణ ఏర్పడింది. తెలంగాణ was formed in 2014. For specific days and dates, we use the marker na. Example, 6వ తారీఖున on the 6th. Example sentence, 6వ తారీఖున సీత పుట్టినరోజు. Sita's birthday is on the 6th. Another example, ఆ రోజున దీపావళి. It was Deepavali on that day. Here, observe how the dative suffix acts as a locative on that time. Example, నాటకం ఎన్ని గంటలకు? At what time is the play? 6:30కు నాటకం ఉంది. There is a drama at 6:30. Lastly, observe how the dative suffix acts as a locative on the price scale. Example, ఎంతకు అమ్ముతాడు? How much will he sell it for? 30,000కు అడగండి. Ask for 30,000. As we transition to everyday conversational Telugu, it is crucial to understand how pronouns and specific nouns adapt to the locative case. For demonstrative pronouns, examples, adi, idi and edi. The locative forms are అందులో, దానిలో, ఇందులో, దీనిలో, ఎందులో, దేనిలో respectively. Observe the following sentences. ఏమిటి ఆ సంచి? అందులో ఏముంది? What is that bag? What is in it? ఇందులో ఏమీ లేదు. There is nothing in this. ఎందులో చూస్తున్నావు? Where are you looking into? When discussing the human body, the oblique bases change significantly. Example, the noun ఒళ్ళు means body takes the oblique ఒంటి, becoming ఒంట్లో. Similarly, కన్ను means eye becomes కంట్లో. Interestingly, Telugu sometimes uses the dative case ki, ku to express locative functions regarding the body or objects. Example sentence, ఎందుకు నీ ఎడమ కంటికి నీళ్లు వస్తున్నాయి? Why are there tears in your left eye? నీ జేబుకు చిల్లు ఉంది. There is a hole in your pocket. Finally, a quick phonological rule, when lo is added to a noun ending with a consonant cluster, it becomes lo in speech. నీళ్ళు ప్లస్ లో, నీళ్ళల్లో, in the water. చెట్లు ప్లస్ లో, చెట్లల్లో, in the trees. Whether it is a hole in a pocket or an interest in science, Telugu treats these as locations where a state of being resides. By recognizing that the dative ki or ku can act locally for time and price, learners avoid rigid translations and begin to think in the fluid logic of Telugu grammar. Practice the following vocabulary used in the lesson. Vocabulary: లో, in or inside, లోపల, inside, బయట, బయట, outside, మీద, on or upon, కింద, under or beneath or below, దగ్గర, at or near, పక్కన, by the side of, ఇంటిలో or ఇంట్లో, in the house, పెట్టెలో, in the box, గదిలో, in the room, నీళ్లలో or నీళ్లల్లో, in the water, ఊళ్ళో, in the town or in the village, కంట్లో, in the eye, ఒంట్లో, in the body, అందులో, in that, ఇందులో, in this, ఎందులో, in which, మీది నుంచి, from the upper part of, కింది నుంచి, from the below, దగ్గరి నుంచి, from the near, రోజున, on the day, తారీఖున, on the date or on the day, in a month, గంటలకు, at the time or o'clock. As we conclude, let us review our summary of the locative case. Summary. Let us look into what we have mastered today. The locative case primarily uses the suffix lo to indicate in or inside. It works hand in hand with existence verbs like unnadu and ledu. We learned that postpositions like మీద, on or upon, కింద, under, beneath or దగ్గర, at or near, and పక్కన, by the side of, act as locative markers. When indicating movement from or to these locations, they change to oblique bases like మీది or దగ్గరి before taking ablative or dative suffixes. We also observed irregular noun formations like కంట్లో, in the eye, and the phonetic doubling of consonants as seen in నీళ్ళల్లో. We discovered that the locative case extends far beyond physical space. It locates us in time using na for the days and ki or ku for hours. It locates value on a price scale, subsets within groups, and proficiency in abstract subjects. Until our next module, observe the spaces and times around you and try describing them in Telugu. ధన్యవాదాలు.